Hello, my name is Rachel Anise, otherwise known as the Beauty Professor. I'm a full-time college professor of communication studies with over 13 years of beauty industry expertise. My mission? Making beauty simple, cutting through the noise, and only showing you the best of the best, so that you can invest with confidence, knowing your products will deliver real results. Please don't forget to subscribe and hope you enjoy the discussion. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I've been posting one short daily on YouTube for months now, but my long form content has struggled to come to fruition strictly because of life in general. Everything from teaching 7 classes at the college to traveling extensively to working on developing a hair care line to, and this is my chief job in life, being a mom has made it so I'm happy to share every day, but it's harder for me to share a longer form breakdown of the products I'm loving and the way that I use them. But today I'm excited to show you how I created this look. It's glowy, it's sculpted, it's effortless, and it will last. I'm starting with a zip-centric gua sha process and finishing, of course, with a shiny pinky nude lip and something new in the hair care department. Let's get into the creation of this look. I'm starting by getting my freshly cleansed face ready for a zip treatment. Whether you like to gua sha or lymphatic drain to sculpt the face, I like to do this before I move in with my makeup look. What I love about the zip is that you get micro and nano current in a single device, and that's why I've talked about it so many times. I'm applying the conductive gel all over my face. You're getting not only a structural improvement below the skin, but you're also getting a noticeable glow and improvement on the surface of the skin. I'm moving in with the instant gratification as I move up and really help to sculpt the face is that it doesn't hurt at all. It just feels like a really relaxing, gentle massage on the face. Really close, maintaining contact. You can see as I work on this cheekbone, moving things down. You can already see the lift right here. I'm moving in with the rest of my skincare and of course the makeup look. I'm starting with the Dr. Whitney Bow Glow. I have run through 1.5 bottles of this moisturizer. It is excellent because there are no actives in it, which I think plays well with my sensitive skin. And it leaves me with great hydration and a soft, non-shimmery glow. It's also fragrance free. Then I'm putting some sunscreen on. This is the Ranavat Brightening Mineral Sunscreen. It's an SPF 50 plus, and I've been using it all summer so far. It smells like saffron, and I don't get a pronounced white cast with it. I wore this for 10 days, essentially on the beach in Miami, and did not come back with an ounce of hyperpigmentation with this plus an SPF 50 CC cream on top. By the way, I wanted to mention on my lips right now, and I'm just adding a little more. I like this Plump Ambition by L'Oreal. It's a pH color changing lip gloss, and it gives me the best kind of cool baby pink. And it also has a stain. I'll show you when I wipe it off, but I just kind of let this be my first base on lips as I'm working on everything else. It's extremely hydrating and feels amazing and just gives you beautiful volume on the lips, plus that lasting pop of color. Right, for my base, before my base, I'm working with the Le Métier de Beauté Peau Vierge. Now, it's dead of summer for me. My skin is a little deeper, and I use shade 3, but I'm also going to add some of this Trini London Miracle Halo into the mix. This is a brand new formula, and I'm using it in one of the deeper shades. So I'm just gonna get a nice kind of filter with both of these mixed together to adjust to my perfect skin shade here. And of course, I'm filming this in 4K, no filter, so you can really see the texture on the skin. It already evens everything out, which is going to enable me to use much less foundation for a really perfected look. I'm working with a reformulated classic. This is the Chantecaille Future Skin. Look at how dense this gel cream is. I'm always so wildly impressed by the fact that it just does not slide out. I have it here today in the shade Hazel. Now it's reformulated to have even more skincare benefits, and I'm using this new to me BK Beauty 109 brush. Hazel is a good neutral medium beige. I can also wear sand, but sometimes sand's a little too golden for me until I have a bit more of a tan. All right, you can already see, look at the way this just perfects the skin without leaving any kind of texture. Obviously, since I prepped my skin so well, I'm really going to just need a modicum for application. Hazel is definitely the perfect shade, and I still feel like my skin is just shining through. You still feel that natural, real skin effect. All right, for brows today, I picked this up when I was at Target last. This is the NYX Brow Glue. I had it a few years ago, and I think I might have tossed it once it got too old. This is in the taupe shade. I think it's an excellent product. I picked one up for my mom as well because I think a good taupe is hard to find. I have darker brows, but I don't like a super deep brow effect. So this is a nice ashy brown that builds the brows and also leaves them feathery, but also holds them in place and doesn't flake. It's really good. Is that everything I'm using, I am pulling from my makeup bag, with the exception of skincare and foundation. I don't carry that big one around, but I'm pulling the products that I continually want with me, and everything I've been using lately can fit into a bag of this size effortlessly, which I think is a testament to how much I've streamlined my routine. All right, there's been a lot of bronzers I've enjoyed. I run through the Sisley one frequently. I think I'm on my third or fourth one, but lately I've been enjoying this G Beauty Baked Bronzer. It's in the shade Warm Glow, and it's quite light in a swatch. And so when I first got it, I thought it's probably going to be too light for my skin, but once it kind of melts into the skin, get the color payoff I'm looking for. It also is just slightly radiant, so it adds some dimension while simultaneously sculpting. And I just put any bronzer product I'm using across the perimeters of my face like this. For blush today, I'm using the Queen Musia Plaisir Nostalgique. It's a beautiful powder formula that's silky and velvety. I've talked about this shade Mid-Century Pink so many times. Thought it sell out pretty quickly, and then it got replenished, and I'm so glad, and I hope it's in stock as when this video is live. Look at this. I put it quite high on my cheekbones. I think that a high cheekbone blush placement works best for me right now to really get that lift. And even with a fluffy brush like this Swede angled brush, I can still get very precise application that brings the face upward, which is the goal. I'm going very simple with eyes today. This is the one eyeshadow that's been in my makeup bag nonstop by Anise, and it's just a single little champagne bronzy shade. Looks like this. I use my finger to apply. So low maintenance, so easy, but this shade just adds a little light, a little dimension to the orbital region. Bring it up and just diffuse it out. Look at the difference there. It looks like I actually put some work into my eye, but you can see in real time, it was not a laborious process at all. It's a very subtle color. You're not going to get a huge pop of intensity, but that's why I like it so much. And it did sell out. I've talked about it a lot, but I do believe it's back in stock now. If it is, I recommend snapping it up if you like colors like this, like I do. I like a good one and done. That's this. All right, for eyeliner, I'm working with the Jillian Dempsey Kohl eyeliner. This is in my favorite shade, Deep Burgundy. Looks like this. I just sharpened it. That's so satisfying. And it's a clean, creamy, long-wearing formula that in no way irritates my waterline, which is often very sensitive. I feel like a burgundy shade. It feels different, but it's not over the top. Artistic. I want something that complements my eyes, maybe even accentuates them, but also feels totally appropriate for running around casually. Sometimes I also like to tightline right in here at my lash line. And this just makes your lashes look a little more dense at the base. This is probably my 5th or 6th pencil at this point. I love it that much. It also has a smudger if you need it. All right, I'm going to dab off that lip gloss I was telling you about that leaves a stain, because I will go in with some liner, but look at that. It's just great baby pink stain. My lips are left hydrated and moisturized. Now I'm going to move in with a lip liner and a color with a bit more opacity. So I recently rediscovered, and you can definitely see it's a rediscover because it's like half used, this Farah Homidi lip liner. And it is a really pretty rosy nude, per usual. I was just organizing my lip liners recently. That's for another video, but good grief. There are so many, they didn't even fit into a little square. I had to put them in a much larger acrylic tube because I just love a good nude lip liner. Who's with me? Okay, so that's this color here. And just gonna bring it through. Just thought I'm losing, it's one of the joys of aging, losing some of the color right here in this part of my lips. So I put a lip liner in there, but you wanna be careful because you don't want it on the outside. Just a slight overline, nothing crazy. Isn't that pretty? Just a really pretty, easy nude. And now I'll go in with a little mascara. This is the Grande Wrap Tubing Mascara. If I am anything, I'm a tubing mascara lover because I find that a proper tubing mascara does not budge. This one has a nice skinny brush that wraps each lash with the tubing formula. It adds instant volume and length to my lashes, and the formula stays intact all day. I get no smudging, no migrating, no flaking. It's excellent. Last touch. Always pull a little bit to the side like this, just to fan out the lashes. Use the tip and pull. It's my tip. Then my lip color is something I am deeply proud of. Took 2 years for us to make this. I use it genuinely all the time, and I should if I worked on creating something for 2 years. It's my La Mette de Beauté Lip Gloss Supreme in the shade Beauty Professor. It is a mixture of all the shades I put on to create one color, except here it is. It's hydrating, it's volumizing, it's a little bit luminous, and it's full coverage. Watch this. We really designed it to work well with all skin tones. And the feedback we've received on this is incredible. I'm so grateful you guys love it like I do. But this is like my one and done lip on top of some liner. I'm going to lock in my glow with a touch more glow with this Dior palette. Pink on the cheeks, a little bit of the champagne on the high points. And this is so thin and compact, I always have it in my handbag. Now, for my hair, I did put my T3 hot rollers in for about 6 minutes before I began filming, and I prepped my hair before the rollers with my soon-to-launch formula from Academy Hair. I've been working on this line for the last almost 2.5 years, and I'm so excited that it's coming to market this summer. Thank you for those of you who've been early supporters, sharing in my excitement. I can't wait to launch the website officially soon, but I will just spray it all over my hair and then run my brush through. This is going to help on a myriad of levels. I will go into those benefits very soon. But in the meanwhile, I'm just going to use it as a final part of this full summer look. Also, I'm using my Hair Ritual by Sisley pocket brush. I have a much larger version that I keep in my bathroom, but I'm so thrilled that they came out with a purse. It fits even in a small handbag. And now my look is complete. I hope you enjoyed this process from a zip gua sha all the way to my soon to launch hair care. I love a look like this because even though this was chatty and took me a bit more time because of that, I can typically do this entire look in 7 to 10 minutes max, and often most of it in the car. Effortless and ease plus longevity are a perfect formula for a high performance makeup look, and these products are the ones that help me to get there. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm so glad you're here.